Oh, okay.
and then I consume pomegranate syrup. I use that Pomamax that you have. Pomamax. And you got to have that for cardiovascular regeneration. See, you don't want to end up like Mom, for example, with the Alzheimer's, and it started eating up her brain. I tried all kinds of stuff, but sometimes you can't control things. You got to have some. I found that you've got to have at least somewhat willing, somebody that's really willing, wants to do something for themselves. It's a lot easier. Okay, but still, we should help where we can. Now, but in her case, for example, she had fluid in the brain to take up the space where the brain degenerated. You don't want to end up like that. You don't want to end up to be a child when you're an adult. You got to stop the process. There was some good research showing that what happens is, after 50, the arteries become so stiff, there's not enough blood to the brain, and the brain has no choice but to degenerate. So that's where your pomegranate and your red sour grape powder come in very handy, which I take a considerable amount of. So you have it there, the Res Vital and the Pomamax.
Yes.
Then,
let me just real quickly say that if you buy $100 with these oregano products, you will get 2 books for free: The Supermarket Remedy and Cures in the Cupboard, and The Cannabis Cure or The Cures in the Forest. So I mean, you get 2 of those books.
2 books with a $100 order, so people should get
That's right.
some stuff.
That's really good. And if you buy $200, then you get 3 books, and it can be from The Supermarket Remedy, The Cures in the Cupboard, Cannabis Cure, or The Cures in the Forest. That's what you get to choose from. So if you purchase $100, you get books, 2 books, $200, 3 books. So I just wanted to mention that.
And you think about, you need all of that, because this neurodegeneration, you don't want to be there. You just make up your mind, I'm not going to be one of those. But you need some tools.
Absolutely.
You need to keep that blood flow going. You need to study the chaga, that's the cure in the forest. I gave my mother a lot of this stuff. I actually went there for, I don't know if you know this, for 90 days. I think I did a show with you down there. But, that's why I say, I think, isn't it the Bible something about honor your parents, but then you also go and make your life flourish? There's something in there. I can't quote that. And I just want to emphasize that we're responsible for our own self. If we would all just start there, the world would change. We take care of our health. We get ourselves on a proper supplement program. We ditch the sugar. We ditch the caffeine. We ditch the corn syrup. We look at the list of the GMOs. We get those out of the system. We shut down the vaccines. We got work to do.
And these are not supplements as in supplements. These are not chemical supplements. What we're talking about here are whole food items, which is why they are so effective, ladies and gentlemen. The Omega ADK is the fish oil. The Bone Active, well,